feminism and kind of the modern view on things, men are in a bit of a tough spot when it comes to leading and being dominant and women following and being submissive. A lot of women want a guy to lead. You know, how often do you see girls on dating apps? For example, I don't know if you're on any dating apps, but you frequently say, at least I frequently see women saying they want a guy who's decisive. They want a guy who's plans the date, sets the time, meet me here at this time, pick me up, all this stuff. A lot of girls will say, I don't know where I want to eat. They want a guy to make these sorts of decisions. They like that leadership in men. However, I think some women are struggling with this, like when it comes to feminism and being told, like, basically basically being told, hey, you're a strong, independent woman, you don't need a man. But I think biologically women want men to lead, but I think in today's society, so I'm starting to repeat myself, sorry guys, it's late. A lot of women want men to lead, but they don't want to follow.
Have you ever heard of a notion of a brat in BDSM?
Yeah, I've heard of that, yeah.
Right. So, what would you?
Are you within the confines of BDSM?
Well, in the question, like the question you were asking.
Well, I don't think most people are not like, don't play with BDSM, so like.
Well, brat, okay, so it is in the context of BDSM, but it actually describes.
Okay, within the context of BDSM, I don't like brats.
No, but it describes like something psychological, like you can take it outside of the sexual connotation alone. So basically what it talks about is like women, specifically, mostly, that do want a man they could follow, but they don't want that man to, like, they don't want to give in. They want the man to fight, because how do we check that they're a strong leader otherwise, you know what I mean? So if I want my man to be dominant, but I don't want to just submit. I would want him to make me submit so that I understand that I can, like, this is the type of dominant man.
I think we're talking about the concept of conditional femininity, where a woman wants a man to come along, and if he's the right man, he, exhibits his dominance, and then he'll magically unlock her femininity, and then she could fall at ease into her feminine traits, basically.
Simply the Simp donated $100. Big shout out to the Raw Dogs heading to Cambodia next week, the three amigos. Thanks for the entertainment, ladies. I personally married a virgin 26 lady, and best thing I ever had. Smile, peace out.
Simpy to Simp, thank you for the $100 super chat. Congrats on your bride. I don't know, I'm not sure the Cambodian thing next week, the three amigos. Who's the Raw Dogs? Not sure. Thank you, man. Really appreciate the support. Final thing, if you guys want to continue, and then we're going to wrap.
Oh, did you have a response to that at all?
I forgot what you said. I'm so sorry.
Oh, just the idea of just conditional femininity. Basically, the idea that the man's masculine role is static, the woman's feminine role is conditional. Where if the right man comes along, basically, a man can't say, okay, I dress in women's clothing, and all of a sudden one day when the right woman comes along, I'll unlock my masculinity and I'll exhibit that for you. But women, it's almost like I asked this question: why is it when a woman doesn't have a man, she often has to take on a masculine role, but when a man doesn't have a woman, he doesn't necessarily have to take on a feminine role?
I would argue because in the society, like, the masculine traits are the ones that get you further in a lot of things. So men don't need to have that, versus women, if they want to be alone in the society, they often would, because.
So wouldn't that mean that masculinity is more essential for survival than femininity?
Yeah, from that perspective, yeah.
So why is masculinity labeled toxic?
I never said that.
I'm not saying you did, but why is our society? I mean, we're getting conflicting messages in our society because we want men to be women want men to be like these hyper masculine alpha males now, but then also masculinity is toxic. So I don't know.
I think you and I should get some time and have more conversations.
Come on my show.
I love your questions. I would love to answer all of them, but I feel like we're making everybody, irritated.
Okay, I know we can go down the rabbit hole.